Marching in place, bring those knees up rather high. From here, we're just going to take it to those kind of where we're going almost to a 45-degree angle out. And then start doing the kind of up and out. So it's almost alternating front circle. Warming up those hips. One more each way. Good, now kick it straight back. So here we're just getting a little glute action, warming up the glutes, getting them ready to work today. Now, instead of kicking straight back, now kick it a little more catty corner. It's like a 45-degree angle back. Just untie my shoe, keep it going. And those rear circles. So I'm bringing it back and around. One more. Good. Going into that cat and cow. So hands are going to go on the knees. Shooting the hips up towards the ceiling, head up toward the ceiling, and then round everything over. So we're just floating this back and forth, warming up through the spine. Warming up our anterior and posterior pelvic tilt. Two more. One more. Okay, staying in kind of, so if here's where I'm totally tilted out and here's where I'm tucked under, find that center. So I'm in neutral in this hinged over position. Hands are going to go down like so. We have done this now a couple times. And great little warm up, warming up the spinal rotation. Good little chest opener. Feeling some rotation through the hips. Two more each way. One more. Adductors. So now get into a wide stance with the legs. From the side view, I'm pushing my hips back. Hands can go on the legs, and then you're just bending this one knee. The other leg stays completely straight. I'm shooting my hips back even further. I'm trying to get a stretch there on the inside of the straightened leg. Heels should be down over to the other side. Keeping the heel down. So I'm not going into the toe. I'm keeping this heel down, shooting the hips way back. One more time each way. And one more time other side. And airplaning it out. Hips, I am pivoting that back foot, warming up the internal external rotators of the hip. Nice. Now we're going to lock down the hips and get the rotation just in the thoracic spine. So my hips are really fighting not to kind of want to move. They almost kind of want to do this. Fight them and don't let them go anywhere. It's a short, kind of choppy little move through the upper spine. And take that hand. We're going to pull it over to the side. Nice little side stretch. Other side, taking that hand, pulling it over, directly over to the side. So don't let yourself bend forward into it. Trying to get just a little nice side bend from the arm all the way down to the hip, through the lats. One more time each way. And one more time the other way. Into air squats. So shoot the hips back, arms go forward. I'm loading my lats and my glutes. And then coming all the way up to a nice tall standing position. Just down. Shooting those hips back. Working the hinge in the hip, Chest stays lifted. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little arm swing. Again, the hands go down. They open up as you are swinging your arms out. Just get a nice little arm swing going. Opening up the chest. Three, 2, 1, and an alternating front kick. Last thing, so it's kick, switch feet, kick, switch feet. Two more each way. 1. Last little bit, just doing a little calf stretch, getting into it. It's almost like I'm trying to drive that heel down. I'm just leaning into it a little bit, and then coming back out of it, leaning into it a little bit, coming back out of it. After this, we're going to start into 6 minutes of drills, meaning the high intensity interval training. Then we'll go into 8 minutes of strength, 5 minutes of drills, 8 minutes of strength, 5 drills, other side. So it's kind of the same theme we've been doing as far as drills and strength are concerned. And everything just kind of changes a little bit each week. Two more little lean-ins. Nice. Okay, first thing, 30 seconds. 4 different drills. We're going to go through these 4 drills 3 times through. 30 seconds each. There is no stopping in between, so no like rest time. So basically, you just kind of getting the gist of what we're doing next is going to be the rest. So kind of it'll make sense once we get going. So the four different things we're going to do. Jacks is one of them. The modified version is our step out like this. Okay. Then the next one is going to be scissors, like that. The modified is just a quick stepping back like that. Next one is skaters, keeping low, so I'm hinged back, skating like so. The modified version is just a fast, wide step. And then lastly is our squat hop, so I'm down, catch a little air, catch a little air. The modified version will just be fast air squats. Okay, 3 times through, here we go. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're starting off with jacks. That going, I'm chopping off my head. Keep it going. Five more seconds. We're immediately going to go into those scissors. 2, 1, scissor back and forth. Again, the modified version, step, step, step. Just going quickly on that. Halfway. Five. Going into skaters next. Here we are. Skating it over, get a little air or a wide step, bringing that knee in towards you each time. Nice, halfway. Into air, squat hops. Here we go, squat hop or the air squats. If I'm doing air squats, I'm shooting my hips back, driving it up, almost as if I'm trying to catch some air, but my feet never leave the ground. Otherwise, you're leaving the air, you're leaving the ground. Only 10 more seconds, and then we start all this over. 3, 2, back into jacks, here we go. Modified is here. Halfway. In 5 seconds, we're going to the scissors. 3, 2, 1. Scissor it out. Again, modified, just stepping it back. For those of you that do like the front toe taps, I forgot about that. You could do that, so we are not doing that later. So if you'd rather go into that front little, like you do in the toe tap kick the ball, you can totally do that as well. 3, 2, going into skaters. Here we go. Halfway. Five seconds, we're going to squat hops or air squats. Here we go, 2, 1, squat hop it out, or air squats. On those air squats, remember it's like you're trying to come up strong. Halfway. Got one more round of all of these. Starting in 5 seconds with the jabs. 3, 2, 1, final round, jabs. Heart rate should be getting up there. Getting that blood pumping. Halfway. In 5 seconds, we go to our last scissor. And into the scissor hops, or you can do the front taps, or step back, quick step back like that. Wait. Five seconds, we're gonna go to the skaters. 3, 2, into skaters. That or wide steps. Here's my modified. I'm just making that wide step, working the outside of the hips. In 5 seconds, we're going to squat hops, air squats. 3, 2, last 30. Final 10 seconds. 3, 2, woo, nice work. Okay, we're going into a strength round, 8 minutes of this. 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds to transition. First one is gonna be where I'm reverse, I'm gonna hit a, like if you're doing the full motion of it, reverse lunge, knee up, reverse lunge, kick. Reverse lunge, knee, kick. My reverse lunge stays in this front leg. I do not shift my weight back. Okay, so load up this leg, knee up. Load up this leg, kick it. Okay? The deeper you go, the more aggressive the move. So if you don't want it to be as aggressive, I'm just kind of stepping back, loading this leg, but not getting too much bend in this knee. So knee up, kick. Knee up, kick, like that. Okay? So again, we're trying to get this glute, get him active, make him strong. Then we got 40 seconds on the other leg, same thing. Then down to a low plank. 40 seconds, I'm tapping my knees, back to straight. Tapping my knees, back to straight. Got 40 seconds of that. The modified, my knees will stay down, and I'm gonna straighten one leg, put that knee down, straighten one leg, put that knee down. So that is my modified if the full plank is too much for you at this time, okay? 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds to transition. Here we go in 10 seconds. Starting off on one leg. Reverse lunging, knee, reverse lunge, kick. And we are on. Reverse lunge, knee it up. Reverse lunge, kick it. Knee, kick. Knee. Again, the deeper I get into that reverse lunge, the more I load up that glute and leg, the harder the move. Four, three, two, switch legs. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. We're on the clock. Knee, kick. Fifteen seconds left. Three, two, one. Back on the ground, or on the ground. First time on the ground. In that low plank. 3, 2. Shoulders are right over the elbows. Stay stacked. Don't let yourself start TPing up like this. Keep the shoulders out of your ears. Brace it through your core. Again, our modified version is on the knees, and then you tap 1 foot back, 1 foot back. Ten seconds. Three, two, one. Back up onto those reverse lunge, knee kick. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Reverse lunge down, knee it, and kick. Knee. Modified version, you're just kind of dipping. Four, three, two, switch legs. Here we go in 4, 3, and we're on. Looking good. Make sure you keep that hip loaded. Loading the glutes. No rounding in the back. Stay tall in the chest. 4, 3, 2. Back on the ground. Here we go in 2, 1. Nice solid plank. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Eyes should be looking at your fingertips or slightly in front of it. So if you can see your shoes, your chin is probably tucked like this. We don't want that. Keep the head in line with the spine. Ten seconds. 3, 2, nice. One more round through these. Towel. 4, 3, 2, reverse lunge and kick. Reverse lunge knee, reverse lunge, kick. Already sweating. Ten seconds. Final round here. 2, 1. Switch legs. Here we go. Last time on this. 3, 2, 1. Knee, kick. Knee. 10 seconds. 3, 2, switch, down to the ground. Last time in the plank. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tap the knees down, right back up. You're not putting weight in those knees. Just a nice tap. Basically gives you something to do while you're in the low plank. If you're on your knees going back, it becomes just slightly more challenging as you extend that leg back. So you have to brace for the core a little bit more as you're extending that leg back. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Next round is going back into drills. And this is going to be 30 seconds of work. We will have 5 seconds to transition. Oh my. You know what? We're going to make it 25 seconds of work, 5 seconds to transition. I don't have my timer set up for 35. I don't know why. So we're going to run up and back pedal. So it's going to be a run up and then back pedal it back. Run it up and back pedal it back. You're just doing this continually. Is the modified version for not running. You're walking and then back pedaling back. So kind of the same thing. You're just going speed style on walking rather than the run. Okay? Then next 25 seconds, we're going to go into a side shuffle. So, I mean, they're shuffling it over and back. Keep that weight on the inside of your feet. Don't let your feet go to the outside. We don't want any ankles rolling over. So it's teaching you to strengthen through here and where to put the weight on your feet as you shuffle. If the modified version, I'm just doing a fast step back and forth. Again, my hips are always shot back like that. No rounding, I don't want to round through it. Push those hips back, okay? And then the third thing, 25 seconds, I'm gonna pretend I have a medicine ball. You can totally use a weight if you'd like to make it a little lighter. Slam it down, and then knee, knee. Slam, knee, knee. This is the third thing we're doing, okay? Here we go in 9 seconds. The run up back pedal or the fast walk up, fast back pedal. Here we go in 2, 1, 25 seconds, run it up, back pedal. And time. Going into that side shuffling. Again, hips stay back. We're on. Shuffle it over, shuffle it back, or just do a fast. It's like I'm just kind of seeing how fast I can get side to side. Okay? Keeping that weight on the inside. Don't let yourself get to the outside of the feet. Time. Now we're doing that slam. Have no weight. Here, then down, down. Here, down, down. If you have a weight, don't slam it into your knee. With the weight, basically be him holding the dumbbell like that, by the way. I'm here. This is only a 10-pound and it's a struggle. Here we go, starting back over. Back into the run, we're on. Run it up, back pedal it back. Or walk it up fast, back pedal it back. You can see as I'm back pedaling back, my weight shifts forward a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Going into the shuffle. These are fast. Here we go. 2, 1. Shuffle. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to our slam. Slam, knee, knee. Here we go, we're on. Slam it down. Knee it, slam, knee, knee. Time, one more time through these 3. Here we go. 2, 1, run it up. And then back pedal. Time. Awesome. So last time shuffling. We're on. Keep it going. Nice. Seconds. Time. Okay, last time in our slammers. We are on. Slam, knee, knee. Slam as I'm slamming. My hips are shooting back. Slam, knee. Slam it down. Knee, knee. Almost there. 5 more seconds. Nice. That's it. Next round. Okay. We're going into, if you were here last Monday, forgot what day it is, we're gonna go into those squat and chop again. Again, whenever I go down, it's like I'm tying my shoe, and then I'm firing it up just 90 degrees. Do not over rotate through here. We don't want to get excess rotation into the low back right now. We're just going right here, load the hips, fire it over, load the hips, fire it over. As I'm firing it over, so I'm here, I'm straddling my knee. I'm whipping it over there like I'm trying to throw something up to the corner where the ceiling meets the wall. So I'm here, I'm trying to throw it over, load through the hips, keep the chest up, and then fire it over, okay? 40 seconds that way, 40 seconds the other way. Then we're going into our, I have to turn the thing a little bit so you can see me on the wall. We're doing that one we did the very first Zoom workout, where my hands are on the wall like this. I'm letting the elbows hit the wall, pushing myself back up. The lower I walk down and walk my feet back, so this is really difficult. As I work my hands up and my feet in, this becomes much easier. Find your challenging point. And then as we go through the 40 seconds, if you need to walk your hands up, definitely do it. Or as we go in here, I can do a little bit more than walk your hands down. Okay, 40 seconds of work, 10 seconds to transition. Here we go. This is another one on the squat and chop. You can add that weight. I know some of y'all did that last time and it was pretty challenging, so here we go. 2, 1, load, chop, load, chop. The exhale is as I'm whipping it over. Brace to the core, load everything up, chop it. Load everything up. Halfway. My back foot is pivoting. You golfers out there, it's a nice strong, where I'm trying to get that strong glute and strong hip rotation for the golf swing. 2, 1, time. Other side, here we go. In 4, 3, 1, and we're on. Load it up on this side, chop it over. Load. Again, if this is not your swing side, make sure that back foot is pivoting. A lot of times, if you're a golfer, this back foot is so used to not pivoting, your left foot is, if you're a right-handed golfer, that you have to really think about it on this side to make sure you're pivoting and firing that left glute. 3, 2, 1, on the wall. So hands are straight out in front of you, leaning into the wall. Think of this as being a plank. So I'm not letting my hips stay back. We're on the clock. You're going down as a unit, back up as a unit. No saggy hips, no TP'd hips. So don't leave your hips back there as you go towards the wall. Come down as a unit, brace, and then exhale as you're pushing yourself back up. Down as a unit, push yourself back up. Nice. Two, 1. Nice, starting back over with the chops. Here we go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Over the foot or over the knee, chop it over. I can control how aggressive this is too. The deeper I get down into this hip, the more I have to come up, so it's harder. If I just dip into it a little more, I'm still loading my glutes, but I'm not going down. I can go anywhere in between here. Depends on kind of how your knees are feeling, how difficult you're ready to make this move. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Switch sides. Here we go in 5, 3, 2, and we're on. Load up this other side. Whip it over. The exhale is as I'm firing it up. So I'm tossing that bag over. Pushing those hips back. 2, 1. Back on the wall. Triceps. Here we go in 4. Keeping the shoulders out of the ears. So don't let your shoulders creep up like this. We want to keep them down. We're on the clock. Elbows hit. Drive yourself back up. As your elbows are down on the wall, think like you want them to make 2 parallel lines. Don't let your elbows flare out to the sides. Time. One more round through these 3. Starting with the choppers. 2, 1. We're on. Load up those hips. Making some strong glutes. Push them back into your glutes. By pushing back into my glutes, I really save the pressure into the knees. Strong glutes help your back. They're a super powerful muscle, but boy, they like to get lazy. And break. Other side. Here we go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Load, chop. Load, chop. Last 10 seconds here. 3, 2. Awesome. Last time on the wall, and that completes this round. If these have been pretty easy, challenge yourself by going down a little further. Perfect form though, don't compromise your form. We're on the clock. Here we go. Last 40 seconds doing these. Down as a unit, brace through the core, and then exhale as you push away. Arms making 2 parallel lines. Two, 1. Time. Awesome. Next round. Again, we're doing 25 seconds of work. Oh, let me twist this back. Okay. Back to 25 seconds of work, 5 seconds of transition. We got 3 different exercises here. Arms are going to stay crossed like that. You want them to stay at shoulder height. Again, don't let the shoulders come up here. We want to keep the shoulders out of the ears, arms crossed in front of you. We're going to squat back. So again, as I initiate, always shoot the hips back to squat down. So I'm like this in the down position, and then up and fire towards that knee to elbow. Squat it back down, knee to elbow. That's the move numero uno. Okay? Then our second move, we're going to turn the feet out just a little bit, so more the sumo squat style. We're going to go down, lift the heel, up. Down, you see that? Down, lift the heel, up. Okay? We're doing that for 30 seconds. Then we're going into, if you have light weights, you can totally use the weights. Elbows will never come below your shoulders, so don't let the elbows come down here. You're like this, and then out, overhead, out, touch inward, out. From the side, here, I'm coming all the way to here to go up overhead. This is a nice range of motion through the shoulders. So we have 30 seconds of that with or without dumbbells, okay? Here we go. We're gonna do 30-10. Start. Starting with those arms crossed like this. Squat it down, and then twist it over. And we're on the clock. Squat, twist. Our modified version is just, you can go a little bit, break it down just a little bit. So you squat into it, come up, and then twist it over. The advanced version is going right out of that squat into the twist. Great. Now we're turning those feet out. Going into that sumo squat. We're going to squat it down. Here, lift, lift, and up. We are on. Lift, lift, and up. Down, lift, lift. Ten seconds. And time. Nice. Now the shoulder drill. Here we go in 5. Elbows start here. We're squeezing those shoulder blades together. Press it up, back down, and then in together. We're on the clock. If you have no weights, we're just doing a pretty good clip, pretty good speed. If you have weights, you'll probably be going at a little bit slower cadence. It's like a punch in the ceiling. So even if you have no weights, you're doing this with a little bit of force. So it's like you're getting a little weights. I'm punching and time. Nice, going back to that squat. Hands are we're in our I Dream a Genie pose. Here we go. Squat it down. Modified version, I'm just breaking them down. Squat up, twist. Squat up, advance, go right into them. No breaks. 5 seconds. Good. Sumo squat position, feet are going out. I'm in a wide stance. Here we go in 3, 2, and down, lift, lift, down. If it's just don't go down as deep. If anything's going on through the knees, I'm barely pushing back, lift up, okay? But if the knees feel good, get down there, get those legs parallel. Thighs should be parallel to the ground as I'm in that low squat position. 2, 1, nice. Shoulders. With no weights, punch that ceiling. Here we go. In, punch the ceiling, in, punch the ceiling. Making those fists. It's easier to punch when you have fists. If anything's bothering the shoulder, just make this more mobility. So that's where I would keep the hands out. I'm just trying to kind of work the motion if you're feeling anything in the shoulders. Otherwise, make the fist fired up. And if you have weights, good luck. 3, 2, 1. Nice. One more time through these 3. Here we go in 4, 3, and we're on. Squat it down, twist it up. Halfway. Nice. The sumos. I lost where I was. Okay. And we're on sumo squat. Lift, lift, and up. Five seconds. Stay deep in it. Nice. And last on those shoulders. Here we go in 4, 3, 2, and you're on. Engine it up. Make sure on the outs that the shoulder, the elbows kind of get even with the shoulders back there. So don't get here unless you are lacking any range of motion. Five, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, next round. This is all for foot strength, balance. We got 2 solid minutes on one leg. Then we're going to do 2 solid minutes on the other leg. 4 different exercises within that 2 minutes. So it's 30 seconds on each exercise. Only one time through these, okay? So the first one, standing on one leg, I'm basically going to have one leg out. I'm going to sweep it in front, out to the side, back, sweep it behind, and then front, sweep behind, or in front, sorry, and then sweep behind, okay? That's going to be for 30 seconds. Moving straight into, I'm tapping out to the side, and then bringing the knee back forward. Tapping out, bring the knee back forward. So I'm trying to open up the hips. That's going to be the second thing. Then going right into a single-legged calf raise, and then going straight into the single-legged deadlift, which I am pushing my hips back, going into here, and then forward. Push it back. So working that hinge, I'm not rounding over into it like that. I'm pushing the hip back. You should feel it in the glute and in the foot. Okay, then we'll switch legs. Here we go, 30 seconds on one side. Start right. And we are on. Push it in front, kick it back, swing it across, forward, in front, back, across. Three, 2, right into, tap it out to the side. It's like I'm trying to tap that heel. I'm shooting my hip back, by the way. So my hip shoots back as I tap out to the side. So again, I'm loading the glute. Your heel can tap down. Either that or just have it free float out to the side, opening up the hips. Either one is fine. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, single-legged calf raise. Keep the ankles stacked, little calf raise. Should feel it in the foot. This hip, I feel some action going on in this hip because it's really trying to stabilize me. Two, going into that deadlift. So now push the hip back. Don't watch yourself in the recording thing. Finding that focal point helps a lot. Just make sure I'm hinging over. I'm not rounding my back at all. Hinging into that hip. Soft bend in the knee. So last little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, switch legs. Hey, shake it out. We're gonna go in 10 seconds on the other side. 2, oh, nope, I like 5, 4, 3, 2, one leg, kick it forward, swing it in front, kick it back, swing it behind. Halfway. Strong hip stabilizers, working the foot. Foot strength is so important. Tap it out, 90 degrees. Tap it out, or just shoot the hip out. Does not have to touch the ground, especially if you've got really good balance. Then you can just do a hip opener and then come back in, or tap that ground if you need a little balance. Kind of kickstand there. 5 seconds. Going into the calf raise. Now we're on calf raise. Ten seconds. And into that deadlift. Soften in that knee, stays, hinge, come back up. All the way back up to standing. So I get a full glute contraction at the top. Really strengthening up those glute medius and glute maximus muscles. Five seconds. 2, 1. Nice. Okay, last little bit is all on the ground. A little core finisher. We have, I think, 7 minutes. 20 seconds of work. 10 seconds to transition. So we're basically doing Tabata style. Tabata is a 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of transition. We are going to go in 4 main exercises. 3 of those 4 is going to be single-sided, so we're going to have to do one side then the other side. So first one's going to be a low plank again into the jacks. So I'm jacking it like this, or I'm stepping it out like this, or this is also fine as well. I don't know if y'all even saw the difference, but those are kind of the variations of the plank jack. Then we're going to be in a side plank. You'll be up like this. Again, shoulder is right over the elbow. I'm not out here like that, okay? That's gonna get too much in the shoulder. So I need to be stacked right over myself. The modified version, this bottom foot will be down on the ground. I'm gonna go up, side lift like this. The advanced version, go up onto the toes, side lift like that. We've got 20 seconds on this side, 20 seconds on the other. Then we're going into a single-legged bridge. So I've got one foot. My leg's not way up here. My knees, think of my knees as being even, okay? They stay even as I drive my hips up. My toe is off the ground and I'm driving through that heel. 20 seconds on this side, switch it over, 20 seconds on this side. And then lastly, we're doing, this would be my advanced version. We're gonna stay on one side for 20 seconds. This would be the modified version. So I keep my low back on the ground. I'm just raising up. The advanced version again is where I'm coming all the way up onto that tailbone and back down. 20 seconds this side, 20 seconds to that side. 2 rounds of this and we're done. Here we go, starting with the jacks. The plank jack in 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're on. Either jack it out or step it out. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. On the side. Going into that side plank. On the side plank, stack the shoulders, stack the hips, eyes looking forward. Here we go in 3, 2, and we're on. Top leg raise. Again, the modified version. Bend that knee underneath. You're still in a nice tall plank. And lifting up like this. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Here we go in 3, 2, nice and tall. Eyes looking forward. You should not be seeing your shoes. Nothing below your eye height. That tends to make me droop over. And time. On your back, single-legged bridges. Here we go in 5. Keep the knees together. Toes up, drive through, we're on. Only drive as much as you contract that glute. Tap it down, drive it right back up. Trying to keep it into the hip. So this is an easy one that my back almost overworks. So I need to make sure I'm thinking about the hips, switch legs. So think of that butt muscle contracting, lengthening and then contracting. Here we go, 2, 1, drive it up. Tap the butt down, drive it up, tap the butt down. I'm thinking about that glute muscle, trying to lengthen the glute muscle. And then contract it back up. 5 seconds. Great, we're going into that same side. One arm's just out to the side. And we're on. All the way. Modified version, you're still lifting up. Head rests back, lift up. Opposite arm to foot. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. All the way up, back down. Last one. Nice. We start this back over, back into the jacks. Plank jack. 3, 2, 1. Final round of all these. Eyes should be looking at your fingertips or slightly in front of them. Do not look behind your hands. Stepping it out or jacking it out. 2, 1. Awesome. Into the side plank. 2 more total minutes with me and then you're done. Here we go. 3, 2. Raising up. Keeping the eyes looking forward. Do not let your eyes droop. If I drop down and look at my shoes, my whole body's coming down. Stay stacked. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Eyes forward. 3, 2, and switch. Other side. 2, 1. Raising it up. Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, time on your back. Back into the bridges. Here we go in 4, 3, lift one leg, toes are up, drive through the heel. All in the glute. Expand the glute, contract the glute. Think about what that butt muscle is doing. You might feel in the back of the hamstring as well. 2, 1. Other side. Raise the toes, drive to the heel. 3, and we're on. Drive it up. Again, think about your glute muscle. Let that muscle expand and then contract back up. Nice, that's it. Last thing, that ab. Legs are a little straightened on the slight, like you're digging your heels in. 2, 1, we're on. Driving it up. Modified version is right here. Straighten legs, same side. Sorry, opposites, but you're working that same opposite pattern. And switch sides. Last 20 seconds. 2, 1, and we're on. The advanced version is just getting that low back off the ground. It's like you're balancing on your tailbone at the top. Driving the chest up. No slouching. 3,